All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Cook's now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards.
We're good. We're good.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Mike 52. Mike 52. 6-man.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, switch. 36.
Back to throw. Gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun. Gone.
Check. Lucky.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. Touchdown, L.A. Malcolm Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. JoJo Natson back deep. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Check 3. Big Ed.
Gone. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check. Tight go.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Let's get it.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep. It's caught inside the 25. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
Well, we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On first down, it's Coleman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Hey, orbit.
Second and 6. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gould with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check it back, check it back. 2 for 1.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Off play action. Here's Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Ready?
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and 9.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike, check. 59. Let's go one more. Check 59, Mike.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
20. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 3. Hey, 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Oh, he sheds himself free. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
180. You ain't got nothing. Check. Back's mine.
They run the toss with Henderson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
180. Here we go, Chief. Here I come. Hey, Mike 20. nickel. Shift. Back.
They'll look to run with Henderson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first down.
Line 20. Line 54. It's been a long day for you. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 50. 12. Check. Watch 54.
After the interception, here's Gall. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. The final shot before break here. Goal. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Ready, set. 50, Mike 50. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 50. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 15. Check 15. 17. 17.
On third down, it's Henderson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the third round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role.
Stop your whining. Shoot. Undercrush. Switch it.
On first down, gone. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down, it's Henderson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Los Angeles.
Tonight, 54. I'm coming for you. You are. Check 9. Switch. 14. Check 14.
On first down, Henderson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
Here we go. Switch. Kill. Here we go. 76. Check 13. Maverick. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Five.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, lift.
Goff going to keep it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Value three. Watch the twist. Mike's 54. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line.
This is Brown on the carry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, Rams.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Check 24. He's checking. Flair. Alert 3.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Break the 180. It's just me and you. His arms. Switch. Jumper.
Barber on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown. 54. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? Listen.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Play action. It's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it! It's caught for a touchdown! And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Goff's pass complete to Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Zerline good with a PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Haywood! 59! Mike 59!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
He's back to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle.
Let's kick it.